morning. I'm Steve Conrad. We're producing this video as part of my certification process for the ucanrow2 certified indoor rowing instructor. This is my friend Amy Palmer. Amy is a personal trainer, has lots of credentials as a personal trainer, kickboxing instructor. She's also a all-natural professional bodybuilder. But Amy has never been taught how to row, so we are going to add that to her already considerable skill set. So, Amy, first we're just going to go over the machine here a little bit. This is a rowing ergometer by Concept 2. It is a variable resistance machine. So what that means, the resistance is generated by how hard you pull on the handle. Okay? The flywheel housing has a flywheel with fan blades in there. And then there's a shutter that controls how much air gets into the shutter. It's a common misconception that that shutter, the numbers on the shutter relate to resistance. That's not true because it's a variable resistance machine. So consider it like riding a bicycle. You can ride a heavy, fat tire cruiser type bicycle, or you can ride a sleek carbon fiber racing bicycle. Okay? Either one will give you a good workout, but one will be a lot more satisfying to pedal than the other. Okay? So when we row, when we work out, we set the shutter between 1 and 5. But for our purposes today, we're going to put it at 3. Okay? This is the handle. You can put the handle down into the cradle during a workout, but you should not leave the handle there after your workout. Put it back up against the stop because there's a rubber bungee cord that pulls it back in. You don't want to leave that in the stretched out position. Okay. This is the electronic monitor, and this is what makes the machine an ergometer, because an ergometer is a machine that measures work. Okay. It's very sophisticated, give you lots of information about your workout, but for our purposes today, we're just going to put it out of the way and not look at it. Okay. The foot stretchers are adjustable to your shoe size, and the seat slides on a monorail. Okay? So, what we're going to do, the first thing that you always check when you approach your machine to make sure your shutter is set the way you want it. I can guarantee you in a gym where it's used by the public, it's always going to be set at 10. Because, like I said, people think that that relates to resistance. That's simply not true. Okay? All right, so what I want you to do, I want you to step over the monorail and just straddle it. Reach down, hold your seat, and sit down. Okay. The monorail needs to be kept clean, so check and see. You shouldn't feel any resistance from it or any grinding or crunchiness. Okay. Before you get into your foot pedals, pull the handle down to the cradle just to make it easier to reach. Okay, and slip your feet into the straps here. Don't have to pull those straps extra tight. You don't want your toes to go numb. You should have your foot so that the ball of your foot is a little more up higher on this. So let's shorten those foot pedals just a little bit. So one out of them. So kick your foot forward, kick your foot up and out. There you go. So let's just adjust those up a little bit since you have dainty little feet. That's it, just slide them up. There you go, let's try that again. Loosen that strap up a little bit. Get into it. Just loosen that up a little bit. Slip into it. Okay, so the rowing stroke has 4 phases that we're going to teach you. We have the catch, the drive, the finish, and the recovery. Okay? So the catch is the most common starting position, so we're going to start with that. Okay, so grab your handle. Okay, so what I want you to do, I want you to keep your elbows straight, shoulders relaxed, keep a bucket handle type grip on the handle. Don't squeeze it like you're turning a screwdriver. A nice, relaxed grip on the handle. Okay, you're going to slide your seat forward to the point where your lower leg is perpendicular to the floor. Okay, your rear end should be 7 to 10 or so inches behind your heels. You don't want your rear end right up on your heels. to compress your knees too far, because that's not a position of power. Your position of power is with a little bit of space between your rear end and your heels, okay? Elbows straight, body leaning forward to about the 11 o'clock position on the clock. Okay, looks good. So that's your catch. This is the position in the boat where your oars are dipping down into the water, ready to catch the water. Okay, relax. Okay, slide back a little bit. Okay, come up to the catch again. Okay, and relax. Let's just do it a couple times. Come up to the catch. And relax. Okay, now the next position we're going to learn is the finish. So I want your knees straight, your body leaning back to the 1 o'clock position on the clock now, and the handle pulled in to just your lower chest, just below your bra strap, right about there, okay? You can pull in to the point where your wrists are nice and flat, where you don't have to do this or this to catch it. Stay nice and relaxed, nice relaxed shoulders, and that's the finish, okay? This is the point at which your oars will be coming out of the water if you were in the boat, okay? Come up to the catch. Good. Go back to the finish. Okay, so everything between the catch and the finish is the drive, okay? And everything from the finish back to the catch is the recovery. Now, which would you guess would be the quicker part of the stroke? The drive or the recovery?
Drive.
Drive would be quicker, so I want you to come up. So, there's a mantra I want you to keep in your mind as you row, okay? The rowing stroke is legs, back, arms, arms, back, legs. That's the sequence, okay? So we're going to take one piece of that at a time. So I want you just to straighten out your legs. Don't change your back angle, straighten out your legs. Now, for every inch your seat moves back, this handle has to come back an inch. Otherwise, you lose power from your legs. Your legs, your quads, and your glutes are the biggest, most powerful muscle in your body, and that's where you want your power to come from. Okay, back up to the catch. Okay, and straighten out the legs. Okay, just the legs, just the legs. Okay, back up to the catch. Drive with the legs. Right there, right there. Good. A couple more times. Okay, and that's where your core strength comes in, transferring that power from your legs and your hips through your body into that handle. Okay, so the rowing is a great core strength, and you need to do core strengthening in addition to the rowing. Okay, so the sequence is legs, back, arms. Okay, so come up to the catch. Now we're just going to do the legs and the back. Legs, back, and back to that 11 o'clock position. Not quite so far. Okay, okay, come back up. Legs, back. Good. Again. Legs, back. Okay, the final part of the drive sequence is where you pull your hands into your chest. Okay, so come back up to the catch. Drive, legs, back, arms. Okay, do it again. Drive, legs, back, arms. Okay. Now, I want you to imagine that your hand, come up to the catch, that your hands are right on the top of a tabletop. And you're just dragging your fingertips along that tabletop. Straight in, and when you come back, it'll be straight back. Try not to get this chain bouncing up and down. Keep your hands at the same height, okay? Drive with the legs, back, arms. Okay, let's do it again. Okay, drive, legs, back, arms. Okay, so that's the first half of the stroke. The recovery is just the opposite. It's arms, arms, back, legs. Okay, so legs, back, arms, arms, stop right there. Now you see, look at your chest, your arms, and the handle. You see how that forms a rectangle? That's important to maintain that rectangle, okay? Back, legs, okay? Legs, back, arms, arms, back, legs. So can you see what would happen if you bend your legs too soon? Your knees come up and then they're in the way for getting your arms back. Okay, so that's the reason for that sequence. The consequences on the erg are not dire if you do it wrong. If you do it wrong on a boat in the water, it causes a lot more problems.
Okay.
Okay, so legs, back, arms, arms, back, legs. Legs, back, arms, arms, back, legs. Okay, let's just do this as a continuous motion for 10 or so strokes. Go ahead, row. And just make it mechanical right now. Each one of those, legs back, arms, arms back, legs. Just make it very mechanical. Nice, straight out, straight back in. Okay, now start adding a little more power to it. Remember, the power comes from the legs. The arms and the back just kind of finish off the stroke that the legs started. Okay, get those arms up. Arms, back, legs. Legs, back, arms, arms, back, legs. And you're allowed to smile while you do it.
Okay.
Okay, now remember how we said, you can stop a minute. Remember how we said the recovery is slower than the drive? So the drive's going to be powerful. The recovery is just that. You're recovering. So you want to give your body just a couple extra milliseconds to rest before you drive again.
Okay.
So the only quick part of the recovery are the hands away, because you want to get those hands past your knees. Everything else is slow up the slide. Okay, ready, row. Legs back, arms, arms, back. Legs back, arms, back, legs. Legs back, arms, back, legs. Good. Slow up that recovery. Drive. Slow up the recovery. Drive. Slow up the recovery. Arms back, legs. Drive. Arms back, legs. There you go. So now you know just about all there is to know about rowing. Okay? It's just a matter of driving, getting the power, getting the sequence right. So at the end of a workout, what you would do, you'd hang the handle back up. You set the what's our time, Lorraine?
13:13.
Okay, we set the set the handle down, unstrap. Okay, so loosen the straps. Kick your leg up, pull your heel out. There, kick your leg up, pull your heel out. Okay, set the handle back up there. Set the shutter back to 0. Get the antiseptic wipe and wipe it down, just like we do all the other gym equipment. Okay, and that's it. So Ray, you can shut that off now. We're done with that part.